In a setting like this, I only choose to highlight 3 points. But before I do that, let me recognize my brother and congratulate him for winning the trust of the President to serve at this critical time. Congratulations, Brother Simon. As I was seeing the Radame members singing earlier, one of the songs came to my mind. I have forgotten it. I just know a bit, but there was a joke about the song. It used to say, Jesha Merapa, okay, are we there? This guy used to be in group 9, right? Group 9. You know, during those days, we started our schools in 1988, most of us. And the first time we started our schools, it was just barely on the ground. Whether you were in group 1, or in group 2, or 3, or 4, all the way to 12. There was that common saying, which is what our elders have highlighted earlier. Uncle Philip Tonlek have just spoken wisdom, and the same thing with former Minister Agretisa. And which is to say, some of those things that we received those days were meant to entice and to encourage us to look at public policy and public service as something useful. And for that, Simon Akwe, for all his life, and especially here in Juba, he has dedicated his time to serving his people, no matter where, whether in the bush on the road to Bor, or whether in the bush on the road to Bargazal, and whether with Chamber of Commerce, and anywhere across the pit. For that, we congratulate our brother for having done this much. Now, I said earlier that I would just like to say 3 things. The Revenue Authority has been a long-established, critical institution for this country. We appreciate what they have done so far. But there's always a room for improvement. As you come on board, I would like you to sit with your team and plan on how to mobilize more revenue, more than ever. The sky is the limit. You know, relatively, if you look at the region, the average expected percent of revenue collection as a percent of gross domestic product, the average is usually around 15%. And this is what is expected for a country to have a stable macro environment. This is what is expected for the government to meet its need. This is what is expected for the government to even produce revenue and to grow. South Sudan is nowhere near 15%. We are very, very, very low. We are the lowest in the region. This is not to say we have not done a lot, but to encourage all of us, including myself, that as a country, we have to do more to reach that average regional level, where we are not. For that, my brother, I would appeal as a governor. My brother Kon, I came a few days ago. I want to make it public. I came here just to share views with him. And I say, normally, the government and South Sudan has made effort to set up a branch of the bank, which must be used to mobilize revenue, to ensure treasury single account. And that is not happening. Until now, a single treasury account is not happening. Make sure that you use the facility that has been set up to enable the government to raise the revenue. The Bank of South Sudan can go anywhere, setting up branches which are meant for a purpose to raise revenue. Normally, it's not well utilized by the government, and for that, I'm calling the Commissioner General and his team to utilize normally to ensure a treasury single account is brought on board. A larger point to this is that one must always build on the shoulders of giants. As was indicated earlier, we have several commissioner generals that have come thus far. They have done something. From the last one, Africano, he has done his best. I would like you, as a gentleman, as you have always been, to pick up from where he has left. Not to dismantle, but to pick up where you have left. That is the principle of public policy. If someone has done something good yesterday, add on top and move on. If there is something that has gone not in the right way, correct it and move on. This is the first thing that I would like to say, that build on from the shoulders of the giant that were there yesterday, including the last one. And my final message during this point is an appeal to the Commissioner General and to all of us in this public space that we must cooperate. And that includes cooperating very well with your staff. Earlier I was told and I heard about a need to improve the staff welfare. That is key. Your staff are your key human resources. Without them, you cannot do anything. So make sure that you invest in them, you educate them, you help them to grow. And to all of us sitting this afternoon, this country needs a lot from all of us. It's not only from Simon, it's not only from Alich, but from all of us. Whatever you do in your institution or the private or public, please ensure that whatever you do at the end of the day adds up to the well-being of this country. Do not subtract, do not minimize, but expand, and together we can improve this economy and this country. Thank you very much.